Alright, what's up guys? Alright, so in this video I'm gonna talk about real quick about Dark Dimension 4, what teams to bring up, stuff like that. Alright, as you can see in the top corner, I'm a little bit less than 12,000 away, almost 11,000 away from level 80, meaning I'm gonna be very close to Dark Dimension 4. Alright, so real quick, let me just do the roster. Alright, saved, whatever, this doesn't really matter. Alright, so real quick, first thing to help you guys, as versus battles, since I don't do PvP no more, only the real-time arena, I saved all my characters under versus favorites, which is right next to the heart. That way you could always just look at your people you want to use for Dark Dimension 4 instead of scrolling through all your roster. Alright, so this is who I narrowed it down to, and I'll explain real quickly. Also, what's good about this, you could just go by each notes, which the first is global. So this is what I have for global. Now, depending on what you guys have, what red stars you have, what levels you guys have, who you like, mine is Phoenix, because Phoenix goes for legendary. But these are the 4, 5, 6 people that I would only recommend for global. Now, Ghost and Mr. Sinister, I believe, is the two you have to bring no matter what. If you don't have Ghost, I suggest build them up. And then the other two, you don't need 5. I think everybody knows you don't need 5. You just need 4 to do the notes. So Ghost, Sinister, and then the other two is pretty much depending on how fast you want to beat it or how fast you want to get into it. Now, the cheapest version out of Zemo, Sabretooth, Black Widow, and Emma that's left, the cheapest version will be Sabretooth and Widow. So Sinister, Ghost, Widow, Sabretooth will be the cheapest way for you to do it. The expensive way and easiest way will be Emma and Zemo. But I'm going to mix and match. I'm going to go personally with Ghost, Sinister, Zemo. As you could tell, I already invested in Sinister, Ghost, and Zemo. I already equipped a bunch of stuff that requires the G15, so I'm already devoted for Zemo, Sinister, and Ghost. So those 3 are already for me. And then the 4th, I was going to do Emma originally, but it's going to take me too long to get into it. So I'll just do Emma on my second run. So it's going to be between Sabretooth and Black Widow. I'm still undecided. Obviously, I didn't level them up yet. Sabretooth is the cheaper version. He's a mutant, so that will take away from Phoenix. Widow is, skill, so that will take away from, Proxima or whatever. Next is, anyway, Black Widow, Sabretooth will be my 4th option. I still got to think about it. I'm kind of leaning towards Black Widow though. Or maybe Sabretooth. I don't know. Alright, anyway, that took too long to explain. Alright, next one. Next is, after global, you have your where is it? Cosmic notes. Cosmic is very simple. You need to have Thanos, Proxima, and Minerva as your 3. Maul you can't use because that's legendary. So, Thanos, Minerva, as you can see, I already built up Thanos. Thanos is almost finished. Then I got to do Minerva and Proxima next. And I was going to do Hela, because it's Hela, because she's the best. But Hela is way too expensive and it's going to take me way too long. So instead of Hela, I'm going to do Thor, because it's way cheaper and quicker to get into. I'll do Hela on my second run. So, very simple. Cosmic is quick. Proxima, Thanos, Minerva, and Thor. Those are the 4 I recommend, and I really don't see another alternative. I mean, you could use like Mortal or Doctor Strange if you really want to, but I just feel like Thor is way better for the game, especially on defense if you're using it with Avengers or as Guardians. So, Cosmic is quick. City is going to be quick too. Let me just delete the Cosmic. Where is it? Alright, City is going to be very simple. As you can see, the 3 symbiotes. So, Symbiote Spider-Man is a must. I already built him up, as you can see. He's almost finished. And then Scream and Anti-Venom is the next 2 you have to have. Dr. Octopus is the legendary, so that doesn't count. And as my 4th, I'm using Punisher. Very simple. He's cheap and he's a skill. So, And he's gonna be good, especially with the Skilletary team, with the Red Guardian and everything. That team is gonna be crazy. Anyway, so City, very simple, those four. If you don't want to do Punisher, the only other alternative I would suggest would be Mercenary Lieutenant. Yeah, Merc Lieutenant will be the only option I would say. It's cheap and, you know, it's tech, so you can also use tech. Alright, so that's City. That should be everything. And then as for Legendaries, it's pretty much very, you know, simple. Legendary is very common. Those three: Doc Ock, Maw, Phoenix. Those you have to have. There's no better three you could have in the game. As you can see, I don't have a fourth, and that's gonna be between Invisible Woman or Nick Fury, like people suggest, but I don't really use Fury, so I'm gonna probably go do Invisible Woman. So let me just go to no, not all versus. Sorry, so just to let you guys see everything I have. The people, I'm not gonna be using Hela because she's too expensive. Sabretooth is a maybe. And then I'm not gonna be using Emma like I originally wanted to. Hela and Emma I wanted to use originally, but I'm gonna drop those two because they're too expensive. So it's gonna be either between Sabretooth and Black Widow, and then Thor's gonna take Hela's spot. And then it's gonna be either Invisible Woman or... But then again, we're going to get another Legendary in a month or two, which is going to be a mutant for the new Astonishing X-Men or whatever. So we'll see. Maybe it's going to be like Professor X or somebody else or whatever it's going to be. That's going to be really crazy Legendary. Or maybe I'll even bring him up, which is why I'll probably do Black Widow instead of Sabretooth, just to save mutant gear in case the next Legendary is going to be so crazy. I'd rather have used Widow, which is skill, and keep my mutant gear from Sabretooth, if that makes sense. So there you have it. I think I covered everything. Yeah, hope this helped you guys. So I would not recommend any other characters except what I have on these lists. I mean, you guys can do whatever you want, but I'm just letting you know what is the best efficient way that I think. Alright, so that's it. Hope you enjoyed.